Hey guys, welcome back to some more Football Manager 2016 and a brand new series. This is episode 1 of the Youth Academy Challenge with South Shields. So this is my hometown. I'm Joe, if you're new around here. And yeah, I'm doing a Youth Academy Challenge, and what that means is you set all of your facilities up to the best they can possibly be. So we have state-of-the-art training facilities, top youth facilities, exceptional junior coaching and extensive youth recruitment, and the idea is that you work solely off your youth squad, and obviously we won't have a new intake until March, but because we're working at such a low league, you can add players to the playable teams, and we'll have a few good prospects. As you can see, the ages of these players, there's a few, 5 of them under 20 and a few in the early 20s, so maybe there'll be a few good players in there, but I won't know yet because we've got no staff whatsoever. If we just have a look at the coaching team, there's just me. Medical team, there's nothing, and the scouting team, there's nothing, and in general it's just me and the chairman that are here. So what I've also done is given myself 100 grand just on the transfer budget, so I can pay a little bit in wages, because obviously South Shields are much lower than the Conference North, which it would be. So we've got the new database, and I have had to swap them with the team that's at the bottom of the Northern Football League. So sorry if you're a supporter of that team, but yeah, we've put them into that because it doesn't get any lower, basically. But yeah, this should be a good series. The aim is to get them to the Premier League by the end, and depending on how long that takes, we could go on to try and win the Champions League. But just with the youth squad, that is going to be difficult to do. Finances wise, given we're $1 million in the balance to start off with, this will go down, and we will be in financial trouble, I would imagine, fairly soon, because it's going to be difficult. So I will be back in a little bit, just to introduce you to the team once I've got my staff ready and we can have a look at the players. But obviously the key player this year is going to be this man, Julio Arga. If you're not aware, this guy has signed for South Shields this year, former Middlesbrough and Sunderland player, and he's still very, very good, 34 years old, and yeah, he's going to be around for a while, and it's going to be good. But yeah, I'll see you guys back in a second for the introduction of the team. Right guys, we are back. We've went through a few days, just appointed a few more staff. We'll have a look at them before we introduce the team. So the coaching team is now Sean Hurd is the assistant manager. He's got some okay judging ability and potential stats, and I think that's what we need at the moment. Dave Rushbury, decent coach all round, really. Good judgment of ability and potential, and he's good with the youngsters, which is going to be good. And he's got good adaptability. And Ross Preston is another one, another well-rounded guy. Good with fitness, good mental attributes, good level of discipline. He's got a fair few good stats, and he'll last us a few years. If we have a look at the medical team, then there's none, and scouting team there's none either. So there's the guys, and we have Robbie Blake as well. I think he used to play for Leeds. Oh, he didn't. He played for Burnley. Oh no, he did play for Leeds. There we go. He's got a lot of experience, and he should be a pretty good staff member. We've also got Simon Tomlinson as well. I think he's a regen. He's got some decent stats there, so he should be good. But let's have a look at the team then. This is the exciting moment. Let's just check the under-18 squad. Probably move these up, to be honest with you. Got some decent potential. Under-21s, anything in there? Yep, there's some good players here. Some very good players. And this is all because of the facilities. There we go. So let's have a look at the squad then. We've got quite a lot of depth in the squad, but goalkeepers, this guy, Neil Shepherd's going to be our number one by the looks of things. 17 years old, English. If you look at his coach report, he's well suited to National League football, so that's conference level, which is great considering that's about 3 leagues above us, and potential ability he's going to get better and better. So he's probably going to be good for a good few years if we can tie him down to a good contract, but we'll probably see that teams will come in for him. Adam Pritchard, he's got good potential, 16 years old, he's English as well. He's well suited to the National League North and South, and he's got potential probably to go up into the Football League, which is very good to see. Graham Story, this is another guy, 16 years old, he's very versatile, can play all along the back line. He's going to be playing this season. He's suited to this league, which is good, and he's got a lot of potential. So we're certainly seeing guys with potential. Now this guy, Phil Appleby, 26 years old. He's 4.5-star ability. He's a good player for most League One sides, so he's hopefully going to be a rock at the back the next few years, and should be good to see. And Jamie Barber as well. Let's have a look at this guy, 26 years old. He's going to be good for League One football as well. He's very one-sided though, but he can play at left back, which is great. We've got this guy, Daniel Hobbs, who can play in the National League. He's got an okay amount of potential, but he is 17 years old. He's English, so he's going to be a good player as well. This guy, Danny Hall, 23 years old, 3.5-star potential. Good player for most League Two sides, and he's got potential to go well beyond that and possibly a championship player by the looks of things. This guy, Joey Montgomery, he's probably good for a couple of leagues above us, and yeah, he's got good potential, so looking forward to seeing him in action. He's rubbish. This guy, Ross White, 2.5-star potential, so he's going to be good in the National League. He's got 4 to 5-star potential, so good to see that. We've got a lot of defenders there. Lovely to see that we have a wide selection of those. Striker, that could be a problem. Nigel Wood there in defensive midfield. Good player for this league, and he can go on and probably play in the Football League when he's older. 17 years old, with a name like Nigel. Don't think you'd see that very often. Julian Wesley, looking similar. Pretty decent. Neil Cunningham, right and left midfielder. So 1-star current ability, 3.5-star current potential. You can play in the leagues above. I assume all of these were born in South Shields. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's born, so I'm assuming most of them are. Julio Walker, this is the key player, and he's going to be around for years. He's a good player for most Sky Bet Championship sides, so he's going to be good for us, and hopefully he'll stick around. Rubbish. Lee Gill is another player who looks good, 24 years old, left-sided midfielder, leading player for most National League sides, so to be fair, we should be getting out of these leagues fairly easily early on, and you'll find that with the Youth Academy Challenge, that it will be a little bit easy to start, but once you get to the Football League, it is going to be very, very difficult. Matty Duncan, he's going to be sitting in behind the striker by the looks of things. He's a leading player for most Sky Bet League One teams. We've got this guy, Ross Quates, or Coates, if you like, 26 years old. He's going to be good, a decent player for Sky Bet League One teams, so an excellent player there. And Bob Weir, he's the final one. Can play National League football, but he's got good potential. And yeah, our only striker is this guy, Paul Robinson, 36 years old. Let's have a look at his pace, 6. So it's going to be difficult for him. But a good player for most Northern Football League sides, so hopefully he'll do okay with us. He played for Heaven. He hasn't actually scored a goal since 2006, so yeah, that's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. but he did used to play in the Premier League. He's played 11 matches for Newcastle United. And yeah, he's never really been a good player apart from that season there for Hartlepool United in League One. So he's only scored 18 million goals. 18 goals. He was signed for 1.5 million by Wimbledon. So he could be a good player to have in the ranks. He should have decent mental stats, I would imagine. Not really, considering how experienced he is and where he's played. But yeah, let's have a look at the schedule then. We are playing Seaham in the first match. Seaham Red Star. Mark Collingwood is the manager. Now I wonder if I think it's Billingham that have Steve Harmison, the former England bowler, as a manager. So we might see him pop up somewhere. But yeah, let's have a look at the structure of the leagues then. This is the Northern Football League. This is a fairly low down league, but if you go to rules, promoted to the Evo Stick Northern Premier League Division 1 South apparently. Now I really hope this Northern Premier League, and this might not work. Well, apparently we've got three promotions to get before we get to the League South. So yeah, I'll see you back for the first match against Seaham, and we'll see how that goes. So see you in just a second, guys. Alright guys, we are back for the first match, which is against Seaham Red Star in the Northern Football League. So let's have a look at the pre-season then. It's been a pretty decent time. We won 1-0 against Adronians, with Lee Gill getting on the score sheet. We won 4-2 against Norton and Stockton Ancients. They're the team that we swapped for because they're bottom in real life of the Northern Football League. Coates, a Collar own goal, Bob Weir and Graham Story on the score sheet there. And then against Billingham, Coates and Gill scoring there, and Billingham Town was Coates, Jamie Williams and Wesley there. So Ross Coates looking like a good player, and hopefully he'll be able to score a few goals for us this season. But yeah, the expectations this year to finish in the top half, that should be achievable. By the way, it's Ashington where Stevie Harmison is managing. So look at his stats, not too bad. But if he ever gets sacked, hopefully we'll be able to get him there. But yeah, let's have a look at the team for today. There's the match preview. We are favourites for it. A decent turnout is expected, 80 odd people in Filtrona Park, which I'm pretty sure Shields would be fairly happy with actually. But they're going to play a 4-3-3 by the looks of that. But we're going to go with Neil Shepherd in goal, Adam Pritchard at right back, Appleby and Barber in the middle. The tactic we're going for, by the way, is the old Everton 4-2-3-1 just for now, until I get used to the team and what they can do. We're going to have Robson and Arga in the middle. Julio Arga is going to be with captain this year as well. And we're going to have Coates instead on the right instead of Weir. And we're going to have Matty Duncan and Julian Wesley behind Paul Robinson up front. We have a fairly strong bench there, and obviously an injury to Lee Gill. Hopefully that'll recover soon and we'll be able to go on. But yeah, let's get into things. The first match of the series, and well, yeah, right, we're going to have to change this to that's fine actually. Extended that, oops, extended is fine. But yeah, I like 2D Classic and the goals on Director Cam. So we'll keep that like that. And here we go. Come on lads, we are the favourites. Let's see what we can do. And it should be a good match. 3, 2, 1. Let's get into things. Let's change the match feed settings straight away. Get rid of all this rubbish. And let's get goals, own goals, yellow cards, red cards, offsides. And that'll do. And That's a little bit fast, so let's move that down just a smidge to that. And we should be fine. Come on, South Shields. Let's get a win for episode 1 and get this series off to a flyer. I will try and do quite big updates. Like play a large amount of matches between episodes, because it will get fairly boring at this level, I would imagine. Now here's Coates. Forward to Robinson now. Robinson into the middle, and Wesley. Good save by Watkins there. And now Julio Arga into the middle, and that's away. Arga again, and Appleby well wide. That's forward. Now here's Donnelly and Wasowski. And here's Robinson now, and Coates into the middle, and Duncan off the bar. Unlucky there. Good start. Positive start from South Shields here. Now here's Robson and Coates, and Robson again. Here's Duncan, and now Coates. Coates, Pritchard. Robson, Pritchard again, and Coates into the middle. Wesley, and Duncan. And Arga just wide. Unlucky there. Now here's Duncan. And White into the middle, and Coates puts it in the back of the net, and it's 1-0. Ross Coates has the pleasure of scoring the first goal of this series. And there we go. A brilliant cross into the middle, and Coates puts it in the back of the net. It's 1-0, and he continues his streak of scoring. Come on. Shepard away. Here's Chalmers now, and that's followed by, I think it was Appleby. Oh, but here's Graham into the middle, and Nicholson. Good save by Shepard there. White. End of highlight. Paul Robinson having a bad game. We really need a striker when the youth intake comes up. It's definitely something we need to look at. In fact, I'm going to put Ross Coates up front, and we're going to stick Bob Weir on the right and see what that does. It doesn't really matter at this level whether you play people in the position, to be honest. So we could put Arga up front, really, but nothing happened there. Into the middle by Arga, and Appleby over the bar. And here's Parker and Robinson and Nicholson. Appleby, good tackle. Here's Coates. Now Duncan. Oh, Coates again. And Robson, Arga, Wesley, White. Into the middle, Duncan just wide. So seeing Red Star putting up a good fight against us. But it's been a solid performance from us. We're doing enough at the minute. Here's Duncan, forward to Weir. Into the middle, and Duncan. White, Arga, Robson. Here's Coates. Coates still on the ball here. Appleby forward to Bob Weir. Into the middle, and Robson puts it in the back of the net, and it's 2-0. Craig Robson on his debut, sticking it in the back of the net there. And it's a brilliant goal. 2-0, and we're cruising here. Come on. Yes. Durham top of the leaderboard at the minute. Here's Wesley and Arga. Forward to Coates. Couldn't run onto that, and Watkins snuffs it out. That's forward. Now here's Proctor. Wasowski. Now Wesley and Duncan. And Robson and Weir. Now Coates, good save. Coates again. Into the middle. Wesley now. And White. Into the middle. And yes, Coates sticks it in the back of the net. And it's 3-0. Come on, Ross Coates looks like an absolute gem. Great to see. White into the middle again. Another assist. And Coates sticks in the back of the net. And we are 3-0 up. This is great. Let's make a substitution later on here. Julio Arga is knackered. So we can bring on Neil Cunningham, see what he can do. And Ross White's had a brilliant game. Daniel Hobbs will come on to replace him. But good positive start, and hopefully as the team begins to gel, we'll get more and more positive results moving forward. And it's great to see. Nearly another one. And that's full time, 3-0. that's a great result. 3-0 in the first match is more than I could have asked for. 57% of the possession, 16 shots, 7 on target. Hopefully we'll be a bit more clinical as the time goes on, but Ross Coates looks like an amazing player. North Shields, our big rivals, getting beat in their first match. And Stevie Harmson's Ashington, they lost 1-0, but a comfortable 3-0 win for the Mariners, and very, very happy to see that. Coates makes his debut. Looks like a brilliant player. Let's just have a look at him again. He's a decent player for most League One teams, and he's going to do well for a few years, I think, is Ross Coates. And we will try and get him training in a new position. I forgot how you do that. Well, doesn't matter there. But yeah, I'll try and sort that out in between episodes. But the fans are jubilant, which is good. Ross White, cream of the crop, brilliant fullback. He's only 16 years old, I have to say. He looks a lot older than 16 going by his regen photo, but never mind. So South Shields, White praises manager following first start. Thank you. Northern Football League kicks off. So yeah, when am I going to come back? That's the question. I may well just play through the whole season. I do want to do this series daily, but we'll see what happens. If there's any important matches that come about, I will show them. But I'm not going to do monthly updates for the first few seasons, simply because, you know, I think it'll just get a bit boring seeing me win all the time, because it will be fairly easy in the lower leagues. That's what I found with Youth Academy challenges. But we'll see how things go. I might do the roofing match. Big rivals, Shields versus roofing. We'll do that match in the next episode on the 14th of November there. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode of the Youth Academy Challenge. Please leave a like down below if you did. Subscribe if you're new, because there will be a lot more Football Manager coming in the future. And this series looks like it's going to be a long one, so, you know, hopefully it'll be a good one. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you later.